Alrighty, Patriots, get ready. It's Friday night, and we're here to unleash a tidal wave of truth upon the swamp. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint, where we expose the rot, celebrate the Patriots, and defend the very soul of our republic. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative. Tonight, we're diving deep into the bowels of our government. It is the labyrinth of bureaucracy and into the cesspool of corruption that the Democrats desperately want to keep hidden. We're talking about the Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge, and a shocking, outrageous, the downright criminal levels of fraud and abuse that they are uncovering. They're finding billions, yes, you heard me right, billions of your hard-earned tax-paying money being squandered, mismanaged, and outright stolen. They're finding programs riddled with waste, agency bloated with incompetence, and culture of corruption that permeates every level of our government. They're finding the very definition of a government that has lost all sense of fiscal responsibility, a government that treats the American taxpayers like an ATM. And what's the Democrats' response? Lies and cover-ups, smears. They're trying to discredit Doge, to silence the whistleblowers, to bury evidence. They're spewing usually rhetoric out of right-wing conspiracies and partisan witch hunts, but the numbers don't lie. The facts don't lie, and the American people are not fooled. They're fighting fraudulent payments, ghost employees, and contracts that defy all logic and reason. They're finding a system so broken, so corrupt, that it would make a mafia boss blush. And the Democrats, those self-proclaimed champions of the working class, are the ones protecting it. They're the ones shielding the corrupt bureaucrats, the ones enabling the waste, the ones profiting from the plunder. Tonight, we're exposing their lies. We're amplifying the whistleblowers. We're demanding accountability. We're reminding them that the American people are not their piggy bank, that our tax dollars are not their personal slush funds, and that their days of corruption are numbered. So raise your voices, patriots. This is our government. This is our money, and we will not tolerate this level of corruption any longer. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint, where we shine the light into the darkness, but we speak the truth to power, and where we refuse to back down. So ready or not, the show begins now. What is up, everyone? Man, it's Friday, thank God. I don't even think I'm going to touch my computer this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens. I got some stuff to do. So hopefully we have a nice enough day. It's supposed to rain. That's all we're seeing is rain here, rain there. I'm so sick of the rain. It's unbelievable. Hi, everyone. Anyone new to the show, welcome. We're glad to have you. If you see down here on my ticker, you see everywhere I stream to. Don't forget the website my email at conservativeviewpoint@yahoo.com. If you want in our drawings next week, send me your name into that email. I will put your name in the hat because we're going to start drawing next week. I'm giving t-shirts away. And the catch with that is I'm giving t-shirts away that I've already made. So you're stuck with the color. You're stuck with what's on it. And I will show you. I'll hang up. I'll have to put me up something here over here by President Trump somewhere and put the t-shirt that's going to be given away that week. You won't know what day it is. You got to be watching. And if I draw a name that's not being watched, I throw it to the side and we pick another name. I want you on here so that you hear that you won, and you can send me your address unless I already have your address. And most of you all know who's received stuff. So, and I will show the shirts. I've got 5 or 6 over there, and I've still got some more over there. I've got a lot of shirts to give away. We've got travel mugs to give away. We've got coins, Trump coins to give away. And a lot of you guys have received it. I know Colin in Scotland has not. It's been almost 3 months now, and he has not received it. So, hey, get your name into the Conservative Viewpoint. Where is it at? Conservative Viewpoint at yahoo.com if I'm right. And I keep forgetting it because I don't use it a lot. But when we stop we stopped after Christmas, I think, giving stuff away. So now we're going to get back into it again. It's 100 degrees in Arizona. Shout, it's not here. What the hell? Hey, let's give some. Here we go. There's a conservative viewpoint. Yes, conservative viewpoint at yahoo.com. Hey, I got it right. There we go. Hey, let's give some shout outs today. We've got Shell in Getter. We've got Sean. How you guys doing tonight? Glad to see you guys over there. We got Cloud Hub. We got Facebook. We got X. We've got YouTube still. Yes, yes, yes. They put my video back on from the other night, which I thank them very much. And we are streaming live with them. Welcome. And there's Vic over there in X. And we got Johnny over in X. How is everyone tonight? Don't forget to say hi. And most importantly, no, not everybody's equal except for Wimpkin. We got great people over in Wimpkin. You guys got to join in there and get up. WIMKIN.com. Join it because Realster went live. It is in Google Play Store. It is in Apple Store. Get in there, download it. It's a hell of a lot better than TikTok. It's better than YouTube. Get in there, download it. We've got videos in there. I'm in there. Vic's in there. We got everybody's in there. We got Tammy's in there, and Texas John's in there, and I can't even tell you how many people are in there. But y'all get in there, enjoy our videos, put your own videos in there. I tried to go live to practice just a little bit ago. It did not work. I don't know if I did something wrong. It's the first time I tried it in there to go live. But the only thing with that is if I could go live, it's got to be done on a cell phone. And I can't show the videos that I show you guys on here. The only thing you'll see is my pretty face. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But anyways, get in there. Download the app. Google Play Store, Apple Store. Get it downloaded. Join us in Realster. You're going to love it, guys. Wimpkin is coming. It's owned by Wimpkin. It's owned by Jace. And this used to be out a while ago. And he revamped it. It's going back. He's doing a lot for Wimpkin. You guys got to get in there. We're going to have a news network in there, radio. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of shit happening. So you guys going to get in there. But we are going to say hi to the Wimpkin Warrior. My Wimpkin Warriors. I love these people. All right, let's get it on. Lee, what up, Lee? Mark is from the UK. He's awesome, too. He's in there almost every single night. It's freaking great. Hi, Mark. And there's Tammy. That's great. She's on there. She's on Realster, too. You guys got to download it. There's Colin. Colin's from Scotland. Love this guy, too. He's on there. I feel sorry for him. I sent him stuff. He still hasn't got it. That pisses me off. All right, we got John. Hi, John. We've got, who else we got? We got everybody. There's Jerry Kruger. He's our man. He puts up some great pictures and stuff on here, guys. That's why you got to join us in chat so you can see everything Jerry posts up in here. He's got his own show, too, during the week. And sometimes I think on the weekends, too, if I'm not mistaken, Jerry. He jumps on there every chance he gets, I'm telling you what. And don't forget Violent Vixen, 29 on Wimpkin and X and Getter. And she's on a hell of a lot of places where you can get the Rebel Chicks with a cost and watch her show. Great show. Just went off. She was 7 to 9 right before me and stuff. And she's great. So make sure you get on there and check it out if you're new to the show, guys. I got you on Rumble and Getter. Thanks, Sean. Harris. What's going on, Harris? Well, we got everybody. We got Gregory. Gregory, I didn't catch your show earlier, man. Sorry about that. We got Rogue. What's happening, Rogue? What is going on? Okay, everybody. We have got a ton of stuff to go over. I've added like 5 or 6 articles as I was watching Vic. Plus, I had to make some T-shirts for State. I had to make 3 T-shirts up and did it. I had to do it within like 20 minutes. And luckily, I already had the stuff cut out and all I had to do was press the shirts. And I got that done and set up for my show. Man, it's been crazy. I did all this within an hour. Oh, yeah. Didn't have time to do anything else. But welcome, everyone, to the show. Cloud Hub. Don't forget to say hi, Cloud Hub. You guys can say it in comments section since you don't have a chat. But Cloud Hub is starting something new, guys. And I don't know if Vic saw that or not. But Cloud Hub has got another site coming up. And I will check it out to see if we're going to be able to stream to it. and it's supposed to be coming out. We're supposed to get an email about this. I can't remember the name of it, Liberty something, but we're going to see what happens to that. But Wimpkin is it where you want to be. Free social media site, censor-free. Get on there, download the app, try it out. You won't be sorry. Trust me. I remember the guy coming on Cowboy Logic when Wimpkin first came out, plugging it in. I've been on Wimpkin for a while, just did not get on there like permanently. When Wendy Bell was on there, and she used to do her live streams on here too, and I didn't do it. And so that's been a few years. And I got on here permanently and finally got everything going and got live stream happening. It was great. And now it's been great. So everyone has glitches, even X, even Facebook and all them. They all have some issues. And we're finally getting the issues worked out. So better knock on wood on that, right, guys? So here we go. Let's get some busy now because there's some crazy stuff that just came up. Federal judge rules the Trump administration, get this, must unfreeze funds to Maine as trans battle lingers. We got another judge telling the executive branch what he can and cannot do. When are these judges going to learn their lesson? Telling him he has to do this, has to do that, when they have no power to do that. I would be telling them to kiss my ass and move along. Oh, yeah. This is just another part of corruption going at it. All right. And because you guys remember that when that Trump called her out at that mayor's thing that they had at the White House, and she says, we're going to follow federal law. Well, you're not. He signed an executive order. You went against it. You're still letting men play in women's sports. She should be tossed out as governor. She's a worthless piece of shit. Don't like it. I don't care. And guess what? It's what it says in the article. Federal Elections Commission launches investigation into far left representative. Guess who? Sean, give me her name. Give me her name, Sean. I'm going to wait for Sean to leave this because Sean has a great name for her. And he knows who I'm talking about. And you all know who I'm talking about. But I got to wait till Sean puts it in there because Sean puts it in there right better than I do. So that's why I'm rambling right now because I give 15 seconds for Sean to catch on to what I'm saying. And then he will type it out and he will put it in there because it is, I can't remember what he puts it in there. So we got enough time here, but it is Jasmine Crockett. Oh, yes. They are investigating her. Oh, we're going to get it. We're at that Jasmine Rotten Crotch Crockett. Thank you, Sean. There it is. I love it. And it was like 2 seconds and I could have waited. But here we go. What is it? The Daily Signal reported on Thursday that the Federal Election Commission has launched an investigation regarding highly suspicious donations made to her 2024 re-election campaign. According to the outlet, a conservative advocacy group called the Coolidge Reagan Foundation made FEC complaint on March 26. FEC Assistant General Counsel Complaints Examination, the legal assistant that notified Crockett letter on April 2nd. So, of course, they're going to do something illegal. Why wouldn't she? She's a Democrat. They all do it. So I can't wait to see where this goes. This is just out, so we don't have too much more information on that. But it will come out, and we will get it out to you as soon as I can. You have no power here. You shall not pass. Exactly, Harris. Wimpkin has always been attacked because truth is number one on Wimpkin. Exactly, Mark. That is why they don't want the truth out. That's what I didn't get the video downloaded, but CNN booted off. Who was it? Not Pam Bondi. It was the press secretary because she was sitting there and telling them the truth and putting it out there. And the CNN so-called journalist on there, I can't remember the woman's name. She's a piece of work. They cut her off. Oh yeah, they moved the stream off to a commercial. Oh yeah. Because they can't handle the truth. And that's exactly right, Mark. He gets DDoS attacks on Wimpkin all the time because of that. They want to shut him down because he's so good. And his company is good. That's why we tell you guys, get in there and download the app. Do it. We want more people. We want to wash them out. We want to wipe out everybody else. Except X is pretty good. We like Elon Musk. Get in here, enjoy. All right, that's what Louisiana immigration judge. Think I'm saying something bad about this or what? No. Listen up. Carolyn Levette. Yeah, that one. Thank you, Shell. Louisiana immigration judge says pro-Palestinian activist Mohammed Khalil can be deported. This is the dude that was at that, I think he was at Columbia. Yes, he was at Columbia running his big old choppers, and he is not a citizen of the United States. Judge, way to go. Deport that dumbass. He's out of here. These are the articles that just came about, so I didn't read all the way through it, but here's another one. A Pennsylvania man, Lee, charged with threatening, not Lee didn't do it. Pennsylvania man charged with threatening to kill Trump. And this just happened. Sean Monper of Butler, Pennsylvania, was charged with the threats earlier this week after he allegedly made threatening comments on social media and purchased guns to allegedly carry out the threats. Now, at least they caught this son of a bitch before he actually got a chance to go through with it. And I'm not sure who caught him. If it said the FBI caught him, and it would make sense if they did catch him. But the DOJ put this out today and has charged this man with threatening to harm and kill President Donald Trump and other U.S. officials in immigration and customs enforcement agencies. He made the threats on social media, purchased the guns, like we just said. But the FBI and Butler Township Police Department caught this guy. Butler, of all the places, Butler County, get me a break. These people are wacko. How many more times do we got to say that? These people are freaking bonkers. We have the worst mental health problem in our country forever. And that's something that these people, that the Trump administration needs to take up seriously, to get these people help, because this is what the Democrats are causing. That is why we are so hell-bent on keeping these Democrats out of power, because of stuff like this. The party of violence. How many times do we have to say it? The party of violence, party of pedophilia, the party of everything wrong with this country today. Oh, yeah. You can't make everything. Trump can't do everything. And this is one thing that has to be done. Pam Bondi said a major arrest in the next 24 hours. I'm calling her bluff. I hope she's right, Sean. And I hope you're wrong this time. I hope she's wrong. We'll see what happens going on here. Well, thank you, Harris, for coming in and watching and helping us with our shows. That's the important part, guys. You guys make our shows what they are. If it wasn't for you guys in chat and stuff, we really wouldn't have a show, because we need you guys in here to do the comments like you're doing, to help us with what we're doing. Like Sean helps me with the names that I can't remember, and y'all can find out information that I can't remember, because there's stuff I used to do my show, and I used to put it on my teleprompter, the whole show. Everything that I wanted to say to you, but it got too monotonous. I guess that would be the same. It's like I was reading everything, and that's boring. So I don't do anything. I do my opening monologue and my closing monologue on there, because I can't remember all that. That's a lot of stuff to remember. But that's the only thing I put on here now. And we expect, and I think Vic feels the same way. It's great to have all the people on here that helps us with the show, gives us some great funny stuff. And sometimes they sit there and talk about food and all that stuff, which is awesome. We don't have to talk about the news all the time. That's why I started doing the funny videos, to break up the monotony of the nonsense and the corruption and all the sad stuff that we see every day. So thank you all for helping us with our shows. Scripted. Thank you, Mark. That's a better word for it. It sounds scripted, and it just didn't feel right. So that's why I just stopped. So I think it definitely worked out for the better. If Hillary was arrested, I would dance. Man, we would all party for that, Sean. That would be awesome. That's funny when she goes into bitch mode, Lee. I like it. That's the way it should be. She gets pissed off about something, go into bitch mode. That's the way it is, man. That's awesome. That's funny. Violent fiction. They call me the big bad wolf. All right, let's keep going here. What else we got going here? This one is an exclusive. NSA director told the FBI Pulitzer-winning Washington Post story on Russian collusion hoax was wrong. Well, no shit. We all knew it. It was fake. And I hope to God, and I did not see this, but the Washington Post and New York Times won Pulitzer Prizes for their numerous stories on false claims of Trump-Russian collusion. Declassified interview notes from Crossfire Hurricane now show Admiral Mike Rogers shot down one of those stories behind closed doors. Does anyone know if they pulled those Pulitzer Prizes from them? Because these Pulitzer Prizes are a joke anymore. If you give them to them for lies, it's a joke. It used to be one of a pristine award that people at the highest levels got. Now it's a joke. You give people lying stuff like this. If they did not pull it and discredit these newspapers, they are a joke too. So I don't know if they have or not, but I hope they have. We'll see what happens. All right, we're going to keep going. Where am I starting off? I got to get to my videos here, and I think I'm in the right thing here. Yeah, we're going to start off right now. Caroline Levine confirms horrible Doge discovery. I could read this to you. I'm letting them tell you. Take a listen.
And then the president on Thursday told us that there was an incredible discovery that the Doge team had made. He called it horrible and incredible. Can you reveal that yet? Give us details on what it was about?
There has been a discovery. I hate to leave you hanging on a cliff, but I don't want to get ahead of the president on that. But I can confirm there has been a discovery. It's just not quite yet ready for release.
Well, that was yesterday. This is today.
Doge just released some surprising findings from a survey of unemployment insurance claims. The survey indicating thousands of supposedly young and old people had claimed benefits totaling over $380 million. The National News Desk, Jeff Harris, joining us. Jeff, kind of a follow-up here. We were talking about this earlier. You were reporting on this, but this survey, it focused on unemployment insurance claims over the last 5 years. Tell us more about the results.
In a post on X, Doge cited an initial survey of unemployment claims dating back to the year 2020. The department saying found many instances or multiple instances of abuse of unemployment funds, including from people with birth dates that were 15 years in the future. Doge taking to X this week, revealing shocking new findings from a survey on unemployment insurance claims. Findings Labor Secretary Lori Chavez-DeRemer shared with President Trump.
We have over almost 25,000 people who are over 115 years old who are collecting $59 million that we have sent out.
Now, in addition to that group, Doge also claims 28,000 people between 1 and 5 years old claimed right around $254 million in unemployment benefits. 9.7 thousand with birth dates 15 years in the future claimed right around $69 million. And even in one case, someone with a birthday in year 2154 claimed $41,000.
Under the Department of Labor, those are the things that we're uncovering.
Madeline Somerville, an attorney and political analyst, tells us these findings come after Doge claimed it removed millions of Social Security accounts belonging to people listed over 120 years old.
When there are default dates, it looks like there's a wacky number of people who are receiving benefits that they shouldn't be, but that's simply because of the default data entry.
And she believes the same thing is happening here. Yes, some people could be getting benefits they shouldn't, but likely not the amount being claimed.
These instances of waste, fraud, and abuse exist. They're just highly inflated.
Now, we wanted to share an update Doge just posted on the findings, writing on X tonight. California, New York, and Massachusetts had most of these improper claims totaling right around $305 million in unemployment benefits. Reporting for the National News Desk.
Now, how do you like that? Democrat-run cities. How the hell do you give a 1-year-old or a up to 5-year-old unemployment? Tell me that's not corrupt. And this is what these idiot liberals are fighting over. Tell them to keep their hands off. Oh, yeah, okay. What about the 100-year-olds? And it just dumbfounds me that these people are fighting over this stuff. They have no brains. This is the corruption that we see every day. It's unbelievable. Now we got Democrats thinking, oh, they can just threaten everybody, and we got to listen to what they say, right? House Democrats warn Musk must leave government role by May 30th. Oh, yeah, this is what Democrats are saying. Take a listen. Oh, and listen to this idiot. These are the lies that I'm talking about when it came to the title of the show today. The Democrats spewing lies out of their mouths. Take a listen.
50 days from today, Donald Trump must, by law, 50 days from today, Donald Trump must, by law, fire Elon Musk. Last night, 76 House Democrats sent a clear message to President Trump. The clock is ticking. Since the beginning of this administration, Trump and Musk have exploited Musk's designation as a so-called special government employee to allow Musk to receive over $8 million a day in federal government contracts and subsidies while ignoring our conflict of interest rules and while funneling more and more money to himself and to his companies. But the law is crystal clear. A special government employee like Musk must leave the federal government after 130 days. We would be here for hours if I tried to recount every single one of Musk's illegal actions or abuses or attacks on working Americans, but let me give you just a few. In his 80 days in power, Elon Musk has fired more veterans from the federal government than anyone else in history. Elon Musk has fired independent watchdogs that were investigating his own companies for corruption and for breaking the law. Elon Musk called Social Security a Ponzi scheme, tried to shut down the phone lines that seniors use to get their checks. They degraded the system so much that we were being warned that it was on the verge of crashing and collapse. No more running cabinet meetings, no more running the White House. That is our demand, and we are making it clear that we are putting every option on the table, legislative, legal, and public pressure, and making it clear to the president that he's got 50 days.
I don't even know who this douchebag is, but every damn thing he said was a lie. I've never even seen this douchebag before. But everything he said, and you guys got to know it, if you're even have an ounce of brain in your head and you've watched at all, and that's what these liberals do not do, he's lied the whole time. And this is what they get away with. He can stand there in front of the world on camera and just sit there and lie, and nobody says a damn word about it. Pisses me off. All right, what else we got here? Musk says Doge set to top $150 billion in fraud saving just in fiscal year 2026. Take a look.
I'm excited to announce that we anticipate savings in FY26 from reduction of waste and fraud by $150 billion. And I mean, and some of it is just absurd, like people getting unemployment insurance who haven't been born yet. I mean, I think anyone can appreciate whether, I mean, come on, that's just crazy. You know, some of these things, if people ask me like, well, how are you going to find waste and fraud in the government? I'm like, well, actually just go in any direction. That's how you find it. It's very common. it's as the military would say, target-rich environment. So I think we're doing a lot of good and excellent collaboration with the cabinet to achieve these savings. And it will actually result in better services for the American people, and that we're going to be spending their tax dollars in a way that is sensible and fair and good.
And he said it right there himself. The corruption is beyond comprehension that these Democrats have been doing for all these years. This is why they're fighting. This is why we tell you every show, this is the only reason the Democrats are fighting all this. They're hurting their piggy banks because Doge will remain, and this is from Trump, and I'll just let Trump say it himself. And this is where they're saying they want Musk out. Listen to Trump.
But there'll be a point at which time Elon's going to have to leave.
So are you an auto company, a specific date?
I would think a few months.
Even when Elon leaves and goes back to being CEO, will Doge stick around in some kind of capacity?
Yeah, it'll still Doge itself. Yeah. At some point, just so you understand, I don't want to get it wrong. I want Elon to stay as long as possible. Number one, I like him. Number two, he's doing a great job. Number three, he is a patriot. That's why he's doing this, and he's, it's very costly for him. But so I want him to stay as long as possible. But there'll be a point where he's going to have to leave, and when he does, the secretaries will take totally over, and Doge will stay active. We have a lot of smart people. A lot of those people, I believe, are going to go into the agencies, and they'll work on it from the inside.
Oh, this is funny. And I didn't say hi to Cecil on here. I don't think I did. But anyways, I want to read this. Harris made it funny. I love this one. Please show me on the doll where Donald Trump hurts your feelings. That is freaking hilarious right there. I love that. I read that and I said, oh, that's hilarious. We're low on numbers, John. Yes. All right. So, yeah, these guys, I love the liberals getting their panties in a bunch. They get their feelings hurt like crazy. It's unbelievable. And it's just too funny to me. All right. FBI Director Patel sends declassified Crossfire Hurricanes on Russiagate scandal to Congress. Now, if you want to, you can read it. And I did not download it. 700 pages. They've got things like Abel Rogers NSA interview, Bruce Orr interview, Christopher Steele binder, Comey text messages, DG Flint Christie defense, Pfizer notes, Flynn interview, all this stuff and more. There's so much stuff on here. The Steele reports, State Department Steele binder, but 700 pages. I was not printing out 700 pages. I mean, I can do, I think, 3,000 per cartridge on my black and white printer, but I'm still not doing it. But if you guys want to read it, it's out there for your viewing pleasure. That ain't happening with me. No, sir, Bob. All right, what else we got happening here? Let's see what videos I got left here. I've got a couple articles left here, and then we'll get into some videos. Some great, funny videos. We can laugh the night away. Where are we at? All right. William Brown. What's happening, William Brown? All right. Newly declassified FBI memo details concerns and the payments to a Russian collusion informant. The documents show that the informant, Stefan Halper, was motivated in part by monetary compensation and was paid nearly $1.2 million from the FBI over 3 decades for false information. Oh, yeah. This is what they get. And don't forget Hillary Clinton paid the $1 million for the Steele dossier out of the Clinton Foundation money. But what happened to her? Not a damn thing. Excuse me. Got a scratchy and itchy in there. So this is what we're putting up with, guys. Still more of this stuff. It's crazy, right? Trump launches decisive counterstrike on the Democrat states that weaponize courts against coal experts because they're still trying to keep coal out. Coal is a natural burning resource. You think they'd love it. It's green. It comes out of the ground. It's like gas and all that, but they want the wind power or solar power that has to use coal and fuel to make them. Oh yeah. So what do you do with them afterwards? They're piling up. When they fall down, they burn up. And they have nowhere to put them. And I'd be watching because they'll probably start dumping them in the ocean. Then you'll pollute the oceans with that shit. Especially electric batteries and stuff. What are you going to do with all that poison that's in those batteries? Yeah, these Democrats are idiots. All right, so he is taking, but they'll find a judge. Don't worry, they'll find a judge just like up in Maine. Shouldn't they think they can do and tell the executive branch of the government what they can and cannot do again? No, they want CCP to excel. Exactly, Shell. They want the Chinese commies, our enemies, to do better than what we're doing here in this country. That's why another reason why we got to keep the Democrats out. How many? I mean, if we would have kept track of how many reasons why we need to keep the Democrats out of power, I could probably do a show on a month on all the reasons to keep these Democrats out of power. And we're showing them every day. We've showed them every day. All right, four more. Let's get moving here. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent denies that the tariff pause is due to market declines. It was not. There was panic bullshit that happens all the time. It happened during COVID. It happened when Biden got elected. That bottomed out because they knew what was going to happen. And these people think, these liberals think, oh, because the stock market went up a little bit. It does this all the time. You got panic buyers, panic sellers, and that's what happens to the stock market because they're not the brightest people in the world either. They're just worried about the bottom line. That's all it is. U.S. inflation dropped to a 6-month low in March, Labor Department reports. But you won't see the Democrats giving credit for that, will you? Gas prices are down, food prices are down, taxes are down. Everything has been going down since Trump. And no credit there, is there? None whatsoever. Don't forget that Hillary Clinton and Obama both got paid for selling 10% of American uranium to Russia, hand-delivered to Putin by Bob Mueller and Tarmac and Russ. Exactly, that was right. I forgot about that one. But that is what happened. That was been a while ago. Yes, but they did it during COVID. That was the fear factor that they did it during then. That's how they used fear to control the population, except us smart ones. All right, let's keep going here. A couple more. Now get this. Our enemy, China, again, admits to conducting cyber attacks against us. But go ahead, Biden, give them all they want. Let them fly that balloon over. Let them give 76,000 of their little Chinamen running around our country now because they came across the border illegal. Let's just let them do anything they want. Let them buy up the farmlands all over the United States because you're a Democrat and you're corrupt. And the Biden administration, the Biden family are corrupt. We just let them do what they want. Exactly, William. Not a peep. Not a peep whatsoever. This is pathetic. But they admit to it. And what's going to happen? Not a damn thing. What did they do? They raised our tariffs up, and Trump went up another 5%. And they said China said they're not going to raise it up anymore. If I was Trump, I'd go to 200% and tell them people to kiss his ass until they come to the table and make a better deal. We'll see what happens. Trump is a tough cookie. All right, last thing we got here. Oh, I'm hoping this goes through. I don't know if you guys like this idea or not, but Trump says Congress should push for more daylight at the end of the day to do away with daylight savings time. What do you guys think? You good for that, or you want it to stay the way it is? I'm thinking I like it. I like more daylight. It's like almost depressing when winter comes because nighttime at 5 o'clock here, of course, on the East Coast, it sucks. I like daylight. I have more energy during the summertime. I can get outside because I like being outside instead of cooped up in the house when it's cold and shit. But I like it that way. Eric Holder, a big-eared Muslim Brotherhood queer. I don't like them either, Sean. But what do you guys think? You like daylight savings time or you want to keep it daylight savings time? Yes, please. Let's do away with it. It'll be awesome. Yep, K3. Hey, K3, welcome. End of the day. Exactly. Let's keep the daylight going, guys. We love some more daylight. More vitamin D. Exactly right, Mark. There it is, guys. That is a wrap for the news on this Friday evening. Arizona doesn't do daylight saving. Join us. Boy, that would be nice, Shell. I'm tired of that stuff. That's even worse when you lose an hour, gain an hour. I want the daylight. Love that stuff. I got a pool out back. It won't happen in the wintertime, but it's kind of depressing in the wintertime because it's, dark, gloomy. It's 5 o'clock and it's like, shit, I'm ready for bed. It's only 5 o'clock. What? 5 o'clock? Man, well, at least it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And we grab a drink. That's it. Love that stuff. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get into some videos, some great videos. Let's laugh the rest of the night away and look at some dumb people. And first, we're going to start off. This come from Johnny. And this is Cat Williams is goated. And this is funny. Take a look.
This new election changed everything. Y'all didn't tell us shit this election, not nothing. We didn't know white people was up to something until they started showing white people in line voting. And all the white people looked like they had a secret to keep and shit. We used to seeing people be wrong. We ain't never seen nobody be this wrong. CNN was wrong. CNN was talking big shit before the election. They had the map up, had all the states highlighted and shit. They was talking big shit. There's no way that Trump can win this unless he wins here, and here. That mother came back from commercial, they was sweating and crying and shit. They was bringing all the neighborhoods up separately. Where's the niggas vote at?
That's funny right there. That's exactly right, though. That was true. Yeah, they were going crazy. Thank you for that, Johnny. That was awesome. Now here is the first one from Kimberly. This will disgust you all. Sorry, it's not funny. This is the disgusting Democrats. And I'm not even going to tell you what it is because it's so that disgusting. See for yourself.
In Maryland, Democrats want to change up the vending machines in preschools. And we're not talking about chips and soda.
Condoms for kiddies. This goes too far. Imagine walking into preschool with your 3, 4, 5-year-olds. You walk by the machine and they say, Mommy, Daddy, what's in that machine?
Democrats want condom vending machines in school. Republicans said, okay, maybe high school, but not preschool. And Democrats said, no, all kids, even preschoolers, must practice safe sex. And we thought condoms for Gaza was bad.
Should I say it again? Party of pedophiles. Exactly, K3. They are nasty pigs. I am so sick and tired of hearing these pedophilia people running around here and can do nothing. Good night, Colin. Have a great weekend. I'll see you hopefully on Monday. Now, the next one's from also from Kimberly on Facebook. Trump is a miracle man. Now, the Democrats say that Trump is a time traveler. I'm not lying. I can't make this shit up. Take a look.
There's a theory out there that the Trumps are actually time travelers. And it all starts with Nikola Tesla. When Tesla died in 1943, he had over 80 trunks full of secret inventions, scientific papers, and wild futuristic ideas. The US government rushed to secure his belongings. But guess who they sent to examine all of it? Trumpin, MIT physicist, and Donald Trump's uncle. Now here's where it gets strange. Some believe that John G. Trump didn't just inspect Tesla's work, he took some of it. And among Tesla's claims, he supposedly figured out how to manipulate time. So the theory goes, Trump used Tesla's ideas to create a time machine, which the Trump family may have used. Fast forward to another weird piece of the puzzle, a book from 1893 called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey. The main character? A boy named Baron Trump who discovers portals and travels through time. The coincidences are wild same last name, same spelling of Baron, and themes of time travel and alternate dimensions. Add all this up, and some people believe the Trumps have been bending time for generations. Is it real? Who knows? But it definitely makes you wonder.
Aren't they pathetic? Sorry, I was putting names back in the hat for the drawing from Christmas time drawing. We had a 12 Days of Christmas that ended up being, I think, 20 days of Christmas. I only have 2 more going back in. Who's going back in? Oh, Tammy LaPlante. Tammy's going back in right there. Yeah, and who else is going back in? Let's see. Tina. I haven't seen Tina for a while. But remember, you have to watch the show. And once you win something, it goes into that pot. And you don't win something else, so we get everybody in there. So don't forget to send me your name if you're not already in here. And to conservativeviewpoint@yahoo.com. If you want in for the drawing starting next week, shirts, mugs, we'll see you back here, over here, somewhere. Over here, there'll be a shirt be hanging if we're going to do a shirt. I'll have the mug up. I'll bring one of them, travel mugs, whatever it is going to be that day. You don't know, but you got to be watching the show to win. All right, let's keep going before we run out of time. All right, what else we got here? But don't you believe that? Now, Musk and Trump together, now they're going to use this and say Trump's a time traveler and use it all Musk relative stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's crazy. Let's get rid of that one. Here is the globalist agenda for deliberately, and I think this, I can't remember who this came from. Sorry, John or somebody. It came from deliberately destroying our country. This has been going on forever. Take a look.
A part of that plan, of course, is to induce the gradual surrender of American sovereignty, piece by piece and step by step, to various international organizations, of which the United Nations is the outstanding but far from the only example. Here are the aims for the United States. 1, greatly expanded government spending for every conceivable means of getting rid of ever larger sums of American money as wastefully as possible. 2, higher and then much higher taxes. 3, an increasingly unbalanced budget despite the higher taxes. 4, wild inflation of our currency. 5, government controls of prices, wages, and materials, supposedly to combat inflation. 6, greatly increased socialistic controls over every operation of our economy and every activity of our daily lives. This is to be accompanied naturally and automatically by a correspondingly huge increase in the size of our bureaucracy and in both the cost and reach of our domestic government. 7, far more centralization of power in Washington and the practical elimination of our state lines. There is a many-faceted drive at work to have our state lines eventually mean no more within the nation than our county lines do now.
Now, you see these people have been doing this for a long time and trying to get rid of the United States, trying to destroy it. And this is amazing. Thank you for that. And I think it was John. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I think it was that sent me that one. And I thought it was very interesting. All right. This is for all the libs and the Democrats out there. Take a listen.
I hope you're fucking terrified. I hope every single night when you close your eyes, you hear the footsteps of karma creeping up behind you, ready to rip your worthless ass apart. Because that day, that beautiful fucking day, is coming. And when it does, there won't be a single thing you can do to stop it. You think you're untouchable? You think you can play people, use them, walk away, and never pay the price? You stupid, pathetic, delusional piece of shit. You've got another thing coming. Karma doesn't forget, and it sure as fuck doesn't forgive. And when it comes for you, it won't just tap you on the shoulder. It's gonna beat your ass into the fucking ground. And oh, it's not gonna be gentle. Karma's gonna bend you over and fuck you raw. No lube, no mercy, no escape. You'll feel every single ounce of the pain you caused, and there won't be a single soul left to give a fuck about you. So go ahead, keep acting like you're above it all. Keep pretending you're smarter than everyone else, but deep down, you know the truth. Your reckoning is coming, and when it does, it's gonna rip you apart piece by pathetic fucking piece.
Karma's a bitch. Telling you now. It's going to happen. And I can't wait till it does. Listen to this one. What's the difference between a tornado and a Democrat?
Do you know the difference between a tornado and a Democrat? One will take everything you have, leave you homeless, and destroy your city. The other is just weather.
Thank you. You can't send it any plainer than that, right? All right, what do we got here? We're going down the list here. I got time for a few more. Let's listen to a song about you can't. Oh, you know this guy. Take a look.
They told me, be a man, boy, toughen up. Then they let women become men, they tricked me. They told me, speak your mind if you're brave enough. And I spoke up and I got canceled quickly. We were always too young and too nice. And now we're too old and too white. You're either too left or too right. Well, we're speaking our minds tonight. 'Cause you can't cancel all of us, and you're more than welcome to try. But you can't cancel all of us, 'cause we're standing here side by side. And you can't cancel all of us. You can burn the stars and stripes, but you can't cancel all of us, 'cause the internet ain't real life. They told me,
Jack, you're right. You can't cancel us all. Let's listen to the Taco Bell song. Oh, you kidding me? It didn't come on. Well, we're not listening to the Taco Bell song. The sound didn't come through. This is how a protester... Like that one? I like that one. Good night, Tammy. And do not break your Bronco. You don't need to have to pay to get it fixed again. That's for sure. All right. Have fun, though. Take some pictures. You can send me some pictures so I can show people. We'll post them up on there. Take a video. Hey, we can do it. All right. Can a person change their age? Take a listen.
Can a 30-year-old person say, I'm now 14?
No.
Okay, so then if we don't affirm that mental delusion, why should we affirm the mental delusion where men who think they are women or women who think they are men?
Because there's a power like problem with age.
And there's no power problem between men becoming women or going into locker rooms or winning female trophies or winning female sports? There's no power dynamic there? So you look at the world through trying to accommodate the comfort of the oppressed. We look at the world through right and wrong, moral and immoral, and just and unjust. We don't care about making people comfortable. We care about what is right. We care about the protection of women. Not that some psychopath can go into your local locker room and undress next to a girl at the University of Tennessee. We think that's perverted and wrong and insane.
Exactly right, we do. All right, this next one, I'm going to show you this, and then we're going to get a couple Jeff Dunham, and then we'll run out of time. All right, take a look at this one. A teacher can't answer. I believe this is what a woman is.
You're a teacher. Yes. What is a woman?
What is a woman? Oh, buddy. All right. So we define gender as a set of preferences that you have. Gender is a set of preferences we have. Woman is a social construct that we've agreed upon. Typically, we imagine womanhood as makeup or whatever. It is.
Okay, I cut that off because that's a teacher. This is why the kids are so screwed up today. A woman is measured off the body parts. No, it's not, you dumbass. This is why your kids are so screwed up, because of teachers like that. All right, let's get with it. Jeff Dunham here. Let's get some Jeff and Peanut.
You're a sick man. We just tell him, okay,
Jeff does not abuse drugs. Thank you. He's an alcoholic. That'd be funny as hell. The drunk ventriloquist. I can talk without moving my lips. You should get drunk, go to a strip joint. Why? You'd be throwing your voice in places it should never come from. Some girl comes dancing up to the table, everybody hears, "Let me out!" It's dark in here! No coins, please! Oh, stop it. You don't think that's funny? No, you're gay. No? Gay, 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 gay. You are gay. I have a wife and 3 kids. Good cover. You know what the gay folks need that they don't have? What? A superhero. A gay superhero. Gay man. Da, 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 da. Hi. I come to save the day. And I look fabulous. Oh, and when he flies, his butt whistles. Look, it's gay man. Don't turn your back on him. Oh, stop it. Unless you have the lotion. Oh.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight on this Friday evening and joining it with me. Ending your week right and beginning your weekend even better. What's better than that? Ending with a laugh with Jeff Dunham and Peanut. You couldn't beat that. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'm glad you did. I hope you guys have a great weekend, guys. And again, you guys are awesome. We couldn't do our shows without you guys. That's why we guys love you so much. Exactly, K3. His butt whistles when he flies. That was hilarious. We got some more of this coming up next week, so you guys make sure you tune in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Everything that you can do for me is appreciated. Tell your friends, tell your family. I need to bring my numbers up some more, especially in Wimpkin. I need to get those up. There's a reason. I can't tell you, but I want to get them up. I want to get them up everywhere. So please help me out. Do the likes, the subscribe, share everything, guys. But enjoy your weekend, and I'm going to leave you with this. Okay, Patriots, we've dove into the shocking depths of government waste and corruption. Armed with findings of Doge and fueled by our unwavering commitment to fiscal responsibility, we've exposed to lies. We demanded accountability. We're standing firm against the tide of democratic deception. So let tonight's revelation not despair, but rather ignite a renewed sense of purpose. Let it strengthen your resolve to demand better from our government, to hold our elected officials accountable, and to fight for a system that is both efficient and honest. Remember, the truth has a power of its own. The light we've shined on the corruption, the voices we raise against waste, these are the weapons in our arsenal. We, the American people, have the power to demand change, to reclaim our government, and to restore fiscal sanity to our nation. This weekend, let us carry this knowledge with us. Let it fuel your conversations and strengthen our resolve. And when Monday night arrives, I'll be back right here, ready to continue the fight. Join me again on Monday night for another powerful episode of The Conservative Viewpoint, where we will continue to dissect the issues, challenge the narratives, champion the principles that will restore our prosperity and integrity to our nation, and have a little laughs while we're at it. So until then, guys, have a hopeful and determined weekend. Stay strong, stay informed, and know that the fight for a better America continues. I'll see you back here live Monday night. Until then, have a great weekend, everyone. See you back here on Monday.